court assistants came to lead the elderly woman across the room, Mr. Vanderbroek, overwhelmed by what he has just heard, faints. As he does, those in the courtroom whispers, "What an amazing grace." That brings me to my summary. In summary, the point number first I wanted to mention, life can come across empty jars, or it can create deep corners of emptiness. What should we do? Trust and surrender to the Lord. What does God ask us to do? Forgive in God's obedience. Point number 4, I want to mention. Friends, your life has a bigger purpose. A bigger purpose than being held up with disappointments and bitterness. God wants you to use for His glory. So keep mindful of that. Before I close, I wish to read a letter written by the father of the man to a person on a death row whose crimes were responsible for his son's killing. The letter goes like this. You are probably surprised that of all people, I'm writing to you. But I ask you to read in its entirety and consider its request seriously. As the father of the man whom you took part in murdering, I have something very important to say to you. First, I forgive you. With all my heart, I forgive you. I realize it may be hard for you to believe, but I really do. At your trial, when you confessed to your part in the events that cost my son his life and you surrendered, I immediately granted you that forgiving love from my heart. But this is not all I have to say to you. I want to make you an offer. I want you to become my adopted child. You see, my son was my only child. And now, want to share my life with you and share my riches with you. This may not make sense to you. But believe me, you are worth the offer and deserve another chance. I have arranged matters so that once you receive my offer of forgiveness, not only you will be pardoned for your crime, but you will be set free from your imprisonment and your sentence of death will be dropped. I realize you will never be perfect to receive forgiveness, but I make it to you without any reservation. I have only my love and an unchangeable forgiveness in my heart for you. Finally, you may be concerned that once you accept my forgiveness, you may do something to cause you to be denied your rights as a share to my riches. Nothing could be further from truth. If I can forgive you for your part in my son's death, I can forgive you for anything. You might call me compassionate for my offer to you, but I wish for you to call me as your father. Sincerely, the Father of Jesus. Friends, this letter is the essence of Bible. The time is short and the purpose in you is far greater. We need to fill those emptiness and those bitter empty corners of our lives with plenty of peace for the times we are in and the times which we are going to face ahead. We may be unsure to take that big step. But can we start those baby steps? Call that person who hurt you. Tell them, I have forgiven. Tell that relative who was the reason for your grief and say, I forgive. To whom you might have hurt, willingly, unwillingly, can you call and seek forgiveness? We are not perfect and cannot expect others to be perfect all the time. So, are you willing to give a try? Forgiveness is a reflection of God's love, which morning the band team has clearly put it across. And there is a reason why this theme is coming again and again. Last week, Uncle John has mentioned. And this year it was laid on my heart. And it was coming again and again to put this across. Let me tell you that between the words tired and tried, the difference is the position of letter I it takes. Dear friends, you need to choose yourself as an individual. Which position in your life that I need to take today? Whether that I want to be pushed before everything, or you are willing to keep I after and say, I tried. At the end, the answer to my subject I had started with, if I was not clear enough. Allow Jesus to be the fillings of your emptiness. May God's grace guide us all. God bless.